Roman Reigns putting his historic 734-day championship reign on the line. The world is talking about Clash at the Castle. And here we go for the Unified Championship. The sixth man in basketball, right? How about the 62,000th man here tonight in Cardiff in the corner of Drew McIntyre? Lock up, we're underway. McIntyre and Reigns. Corey, let's break this down. For McIntyre, how does he win the championship?
McIntyre has to present Roman Reigns with something Roman has never seen before. These two have done battle so many times. They're familiar with one another, with their strategies, with their game plans, with their movesets. Drew is going to have to think outside the box to knock off the champion.
Byron, for the champ, how do you extend your reign?
Again, it's very similar for Roman Reigns because of the familiarity that Drew McIntyre has for his offensive repertoire. Roman Reigns has to dig deep, try to surprise McIntyre with something he hasn't seen.
While Roman Reigns may be out here without the bloodline, Reigns, I'm sure, is eager to remind the WWE Universe that he made the climb to the top of the mountain.
Well, let's remind everyone, too, Roman wouldn't even be champion today if it wasn't for the bloodline and how they all buried Brock Lesnar under a heap of rubble back at SummerSlam, right? So Roman Reigns understands what the bloodline means to him. And he doesn't have the home field advantage. This is all McIntyre here tonight in Cardiff.
Can't believe this, but the tribal chief seems shaken in the early moments.
Oh, Roman knew coming in he was going to be in enemy territory, but it's one thing to know, it's another to experience it, and we're seeing the impact that's had on Roman early on.
So what Roman needs to do is quell this early wave from McIntyre, knock him down early, take the crowd out of the game.
Exactly.
A side headlock to try to slow things down. Roman trying to establish dominance early against Drew McIntyre, who of course owns a victory over Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania to win one of his 2 WWE championships. It's not often you see Roman Reigns back away.
The challenger just walked the champion down in the ring. What a power move by Drew McIntyre.
This scene, I'm still trying to digest what we're seeing here as Roman Reigns just looks out of sorts.
There's nothing to digest, Byron. Roman is used to having Paul Heyman or Jimmy and Jey Uso on the outside of the ring to confer with, to discuss strategy.
And Drew is feeding off the fans. And Roman Reigns ducks underneath, stand-in switch by McIntyre. Roman went for the elbow, Drew able to neutralize, but not that time.
McIntyre's got to be careful not to get caught up in the emotion of the moment. We know that the passion of the fans is what's driven McIntyre to this point, but Drew cannot rely on the live crowd. He needs to stay on his game plan.
Yeah, but one of the things we just saw with McIntyre there, Byron, is the speed, the quickness, the intense agility of Drew McIntyre. And it's got Roman completely off the game.
Drew McIntyre's intensity was off the charts heading into this match, and to the credit of the crowd here in Cardiff, he is feeding off their energy to fuel that intensity.
And one of the things we're seeing tonight, Corey, and unlike we saw with Riddle earlier, who was very emotional in his match with Seth Rollins, Drew is keeping that emotion inside right now. He's very under control, and he hasn't let it get the best of him yet against Roman.
Drew is laser focused right now, and Drew is focusing all of the emotional energy within on the task at hand, on the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. That is the mark of a veteran in this game.
And again, to get back to your point earlier, this is the moment right here where the wise man, Paul Heyman, would be over with Roman Reigns, calming him down, getting in his head, giving him some strategy, just making Roman understand who he is as the best in the world.
Roman's having an opportunity to remind the fans here in Cardiff just who he is.
I think that's just going to incite them. But again, Roman, this is great strategy. He hasn't allowed Drew to pick up on that momentum as of yet.
Yeah, the bloodline may have helped Roman retain his championship a few times, but Roman Reigns won the championships on his own accord, of his own skill and his own volition.
And McIntyre can ill afford to allow Roman Reigns to slow the match down, take the crowd out of it.
Exactly where Roman wants to be. Measured shots on the challenger.
There's one thing to claim you're the best in the world, but when you believe it, like Roman Reigns does, hard to stop you. Oh, but McIntyre, though, ducks underneath. Changes Reigns' balance, and now it's McIntyre's turn. And Roman now stumbling around. McIntyre looking to pick up the post, drives Roman over the top rope, and Ray tore announce table, and it may be regroup time for the champion.
There was a dazed look in Roman's eyes just now.
I was just going to point that out. Roman Reigns, I mean, I don't remember the last time I've seen that look in Roman's eyes. And Corey, we've called just about every one of Reigns' championship matches over the past 2 years. And I'm not quite sure I've seen Reigns look like that before.
Roman Reigns almost perpetually seems in control of his emotions. It's what's taken him to the pinnacle of this business.
Now it's driven into the steel steps by McIntyre. Now remember, very key point. Drew has got to pin or submit the champion, right? Countouts, disqualifications do not help McIntyre. So Drew has got to get the champ back into the ring here.
McIntyre firmly understanding that, keeping the referee's count in mind as he refocuses on the champ.
So let's not start that now. Oh, it was a carrying cross accompanied by Miss Scarlett, drawing the attention of McIntyre. Remember,
Oh, not the time, Drew.
You want to go shove that hourglass up your ass? Get over here.
right now. And Roman Reigns takes advantage. And perhaps that's the opening Roman needed.
That might be the only opening Roman needed. Drew took his eye off the ball and might have just blown the biggest chance of his life.
And how ironic, we were just talking about this, how well Drew was controlling his emotions, channeling his emotions. We'll leave it up to Karrion Kross there.
Oh, well, what did you expect him to do, guys? Cross through a water bottle at him. I mean, come on. And Karrion Kross has been talking about the chosen one in McIntyre. Now a count of 5.
McIntyre has one job tonight. Dethrone
Count of
Roman
6.
Reigns.
Roman Reigns, he'll take the count out win. Count of 7 now. McIntyre trying to drag himself back in the ring. We're at a count of 8 already. McIntyre slips at a count of 9. McIntyre barely beats the count.
How embarrassing would that have been for Drew McIntyre?
He slipped and he almost didn't make the count back in.
Roman said, hey, disbelief that McIntyre even beat the count.
Down Reigns with a kick, and now Roman Reigns is in full God mode. Cover. Oh, I thought he went for the cover, but no. He's going to inflict more punishment on Drew. Now the cover, and a kick out by McIntyre.
Catching glimpses of the savage side of Roman Reigns. It's almost like without the wise man at ringside, Roman reverts to what he knows best, to his father, the wild Samoan Sika. Straight up savagery from the champ.
Talking trash to McIntyre's Reigns. Roman Reigns took advantage of an opportunity, which he has so many times over the past 2 years, and he's completely turned this match into his favor.
McIntyre being battered in the corner.
Listen, you know what? You're champion for 2 years. You're doing something right. You're also taking advantage of situations, and sometimes you get lucky. McIntyre driven into the post, shoulder first. And Drew hit himself hard on the steps as he fell out of the ring.
This again is what McIntyre wanted to avoid, allowing the tribal chief to wrestle control of the pace of this match away from him.
And like we saw earlier, I'm sure Roman Reigns would be highly content to win this match by countout.
Why not? Count of 5. McIntyre's got a pin or submit the champ. McIntyre dragging himself up to the apron. count of 7 now, again by referee Charles Robinson. And Roman realized Drew was going to make it back in, so he said, let me take a quick shot. And another one.
McIntyre barely holding on with that one hand, and now thriving from the
and he hung up Roman on the top rope, and McIntyre now looks to build momentum. Roman Reigns, though, with that jumping clothesline, cover to retain, kick out at 1 by McIntyre. It is going to take a lot for Roman Reigns to put Drew McIntyre away tonight. Impact.
He's having a conversation with himself at the top of your screen. Trying to solve this challenger. Bravado applied by Reigns. Smart strategy. This allows the champion to strategize and maintain head control of his opponent.
And also get into the head as he continues to talk trash to McIntyre in the process.
What an atmosphere here tonight at Principality Stadium. Drew McIntyre from Scotland, United Kingdom, trying to wrestle away the championship from Roman Reigns. What a boot! McIntyre may be out. Roman caught him flush. Cover, hook to the leg, and McIntyre still able to kick out. Roman hasn't been able to get a 2 count yet.
I think the 1 counts are simply inciting the head of the table. Roman Reigns growing more and more angry as this match progresses, as we look once again at a thunderous boot unleashed on the challenger.
I mean, can you guys feel it? I mean, this is an unbelievable atmosphere here tonight in front of 62,296. Can you imagine what will happen to this place if Drew McIntyre can pin Roman Reigns to win the Undisputed title?
I'll tell you this, Cole, I'm not coming to work on Monday if that goes down. It's going to be a hell of a party.
That'll be a good show. McIntyre now with a couple of chops to Roman Reigns. And here's McIntyre whipped into the corner.
And McIntyre crumbles once again.
And Roman Reigns now in firm control.
It's almost as though Roman's insulted by the welts on his chest from the Drew McIntyre chops. How dare you? How dare you come at the champ?
Who you think you are, huh? Who you think you are, huh? You big tough guy
I gotta ask, is that a mistake for Roman Reigns to spend more time running his mouth and citing the crowd as opposed to beating McIntyre?
I'd never question Roman Reigns. Maybe you're right. As McIntyre fighting back now with chops to the champion. Roman gonna beat Drew down again. I mean, there is a reason that we say Roman's in God mode. Because there's never been anyone like him.
What about the passion in Roman's voice a couple weeks ago when he yelled at the camera, "I'm daring somebody, take this industry away from me."
Understand me, the top of the mountain is mine. That's what he told McIntyre a couple of weeks ago. Drew McIntyre trying to block the suplex, trying to deliver one of his own. Roman able to block as well. And now McIntyre, and
Still can't get the advantage.
yeah, Roman survived, and now Roman looking for a vertical suplex. Drew able to turn things around, and now it's McIntyre's turn. No! What a fight.
Roman just requested a microphone.
Acknowledge me!
Glasgow kiss!
I don't think that's what he meant.
Both men down center of the ring, and this now has become a critical point of the match. Watch, listen. Referee Charles Robinson
checking on both athletes, and I think McIntyre took as much out of himself as he did Roman with the headbutt.
Take another look at the impact with that Glasgow kiss.
Here's an important thing to remember. If Robinson starts a count, and he hasn't yet because both men are back to their feet. Roman Reigns, Drew McIntyre, again face to face. Center of the ring where this match began. Roman went low. McIntyre whipped into the corner and explodes out of it with a clothesline. Reigns back to his feet into another short clothesline by McIntyre.
Now McIntyre building momentum.
And there's that classic belly-to-belly throw by Drew. And you're right, Byron, you can feel a change now in this match. McIntyre neck breaker.
The challenger can feel it.
Could this be the beginning of the end for Roman Reigns?
60,000 plus believe so. McIntyre in the corner.
McIntyre hoisting up Roman Reigns on that top rope.
Now Drew. Roman looking to block, trying to hang on somehow.
Up in the ante right now is Drew McIntyre.
All the way from the very top rope.
And Roman Reigns fighting, he understands. Desperate for Reigns, but it paid off.
Reigns able to catch his breath just for a moment.
McIntyre still not down. Both men still teetering on the top rope. Reigns actually sitting on the ring
post.
And
McIntyre's got a fistful of hair.
Better be careful. The official, Charles Robinson, right there.
McIntyre in a precarious position at the mercy of Roman Reigns.
McIntyre, though, tremendous core strength. Up and over goes Roman.
Nasty landing for the champion, high on his shoulder.
And McIntyre re-emerges in the corner.
Prepare the countdown.
And it might be time for Roman Reigns to take a ride in the country.
Maybe not a popular decision by Reigns, but certainly the right decision in this moment.
McIntyre, took the fight outside the ring, but Roman Reigns was ready. The wear and tear on both of these men starting to show. McIntyre's looking for the future shock DDT. Reigns able to counter. And Roman now runs into a spine buster by McIntyre. Jackknife cover for the championship.
He got it. No, he did not.
Oh my, that was close.
Referee Charles Robinson was
close.
right in there with a bird's eye view.
I'd love to see that again.
You get your wish. First a spine buster.
Just before 3.
Doesn't get any closer than that without the bell ringing and new.
And for McIntyre, right back up, ready for the attack. Didn't wallow in the fact that he didn't close out the match there.
McIntyre's got too much respect for Roman Reigns and his ability.
McIntyre with Roman up. Roman just
went to the eyes.
Yeah, tried to rake the eyes of McIntyre. And it was wise how he turned the bodies around so the official didn't see it. Rock bottom by Roman Reigns. Cover, hook of the leg now. McIntyre at 2. I believe that was the first 2 count for Roman in the match, if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you are correct. It's got to feel good for the champion as we look once again at this Uranagi planting the challenger Reigns has got to be growing at least a little more confident as this match progresses. Seeing Drew McIntyre wear down, watching Drew begin to fade.
And the longer the match goes, who does it favor? You believe the champ?
I think the confidence of Roman Reigns is what it all boils down to.
You see a picture-perfect example of that confidence. Roman Reigns reminding who the ones are as he has eyes locked and loaded on McIntyre.
McIntyre struggling just to make it to his feet. Roman Reigns went for the Superman punch. Drew ducked underneath. Future shock DDT. This may be the moment. A lifetime of waiting for Drew McIntyre may be about to end. Roman Reigns with a Superman punch. Cover by the champion. Hook of the leg. McIntyre kicked out. Roman was going to Claymore country, and he intercepted with a Superman punch.
Think about the pressure. If you're Drew McIntyre, 60,000 plus behind your back, driving you right into a Superman punch. McIntyre doesn't only have the fans behind his back, he has their support, but also the weight of the entire United Kingdom on his broad shoulders. That is a great deal of pressure that would cause lesser men to crumble. Maybe that's what's happening to Drew.
We talked about the home crowd, 62,296, firmly in the corner of Drew McIntyre in the capital city of Wales, Cardiff.
You see the determination on the face of McIntyre, a continued scene from Roman Reigns, where once again, perhaps a little bit of doubt in the mind of the Tribal Chief.
Yeah, but here's the other side of the coin. Roman Reigns has been here before. How many times over the last 2 years has he been in this position? Had to dig down deep to retain the title. This is new for McIntyre for the most part. Been a long time since he's been champion. Roman Reigns, wow, a spear, and he ran into a kick. Oh, a spear by Roman to win, to win, to win. Drew McIntyre kicked out of two. Unreal. Roman in disbelief.
Now that is doubt. That is disbelief. That is confusion on the champion's face. Roman Reigns doesn't know what the hell just happened.
Drew McIntyre just absorbed perhaps the best shot from Roman Reigns.
The spear that has put away many men, but not McIntyre. And again, let's get back to the point. The wise man's not here, Corey. Heyman's not out here to give Roman confidence, to help him out, to keep his head in the game. There's something to be said about that.
Roman's trying to talk himself back into this game. There is doubt etched all over the face of the Tribal Chief.
It's like he's second questioning himself a bit, right?
734 days of this historical title reign. Does Roman feel it slipping away?
Roman shaking his head again in disbelief. What do I got to do to put you away, McIntyre?
Guillotine.
And now the guillotine. The guillotine is in. The submission move, trying to bring McIntyre to his knees and put this away and end the dream of McIntyre and the 60,000 plus here tonight at Cardiff.
Is this how the story ends for Drew McIntyre?
Drew trying to make it back to his feet, trying to power his way out of the guillotine, burying Reigns in the corner. McIntyre does. Roman goes for the guillotine again in the center of the ring. And again looking to wear McIntyre down.
Reigns got all of his weight on Drew McIntyre right now. In addition to the guillotine, this is exhausting. This is impossible to breathe in.
Drew's still on his feet, Corey. McIntyre's still on his feet. McIntyre is not faded. McIntyre is still feeding off the momentum and the adrenaline here tonight. And now powering Roman into the corner again. And now posting Reigns. And now the champ is in deep, deep trouble.
But McIntyre needs to be aware of the situation and get Roman back inside the ring. If Roman gets counted out, Drew's dreams go up in smoke.
Down to 3 now. McIntyre, I think, just now realized where Roman was and what he has to do. And Drew now rolling back out of the ring. He's got to try to get Roman Reigns back in. The only way he can win the championship.
What does Drew have left in the tank?
And right through the barricade. Drew spearing Reigns through the barricade.
But Drew has to be in a hurry. Drew has got to hustle. You got to get him in.
That's exactly what McIntyre's doing.
And he does get him in, and now McIntyre with an opportunity. Roman Reigns with just speared through the barricade. Drew McIntyre has Reigns where he wants him. Carrying the entire United Kingdom on his shoulders. No! Spear by Reigns! Reigns to the tag! That's 2, 3, no! Kick out!
How? How in the hell is McIntyre still in this?
It's his heart. That's all it is, Corey. It's the heart of Drew McIntyre. When it seems like his body is failing him, Drew McIntyre's heart is keeping him in this championship bout.
Again went for the Claymore, again intercepted, this time by a spear. Roman Reigns almost put McIntyre away, but now the doubt has to be creeping into the mind of the champion. How do I beat McIntyre?
That exchange reinvigorated the live fans here in Cardiff, all trying to rally the challenger.
The Superman punch wasn't enough. 2 spears, guillotine, all not enough to put Drew McIntyre away.
Both men absolutely exhausted.
Roman, Drew, Roman the first. And again, Roman's asking the referee, Charles Robinson, 2? Are you sure it was 2?
His entire time, Roman might have thought this match was over.
That was good. I speared him. That was good. How many times did we
Something Roman hasn't done much, Corey. Lewis is cool. McIntyre from behind, a Claymore to the back of Reigns, and it just knocked the official out of the ring.
Charles Robinson down and out in front of our table here.
Reigns.
Oh my God!
Oh no.
Oh my God!
Here, not this. That's Mr. Money in the Bank, Austin Theory, who can cash in a contract. And it's not unprecedented, Corey. We have had a cash in to make it a triple threat match. Rollins did it in WrestleMania.
He's gonna do it!
And he beat Reigns and Lesnar.
I went past this thing.
Oh my God! Tyson Fury just knocked the hell out of Theory.
What the hell did you do that for?
And now Roman Reigns with a chair. Referee Charles Robinson's out. Claymore! Claymore! The official back in the ring. Cover by McIntyre for the championship. And a kick out. A kick out by Roman.
Money in the Bank cash-in thwarted. A Claymore delivered by Drew McIntyre. And this match still rages on.
Tyson Fury knocked the hell out of Theory. No Money in the Bank cash in. Roman went to use a chair. McIntyre with a Claymore. The official that came down with Theory entered into the match because Charles Robinson's out and Roman able to kick out at 2. What in the hell's going to happen next?
I have no idea. This is an absolute war.
Think about the emotional roller coaster this has been for both Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre.
Drew trying to fight back, Reigns fighting back, both men spent.
Their bodies ache, their lungs are burning. It is a matter of pure will.
It's about being undisputed, the best in the world. The undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Reigns wants to keep it, McIntyre wants to win it.
Neither man willing to give an inch to his opponent. It is breaking down in Cardiff.
What a slugfest by 2 of the premier athletes in the world today.
Spent and still swinging.
And again. McIntyre on his feet. Glasgow kiss. Reigns on his feet. Spear by McIntyre. And McIntyre feels it. 62,000 plus feel it. The end of the reign. Claymore. We're going to crown a brand new champion. What the hell? Somebody just yanked the official out of the ring. McIntyre was going to win. Oh my God.
That's...
Corey, that is Solo Sikoa, the Usos' younger brother.
The Street Champion, the meanest of the bunch.
The NXT standout, Roman Reigns' cousin, another member of the Anoa'i family.
Well, McIntyre's had enough, but Solo hangs through across the top.
Spear by Reigns. The cover by Roman. Thanks to the bloodline, Roman Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns!
You had to know Roman had something up his sleeve.
When it comes to the bloodline, they are as deep as they are dangerous. And tonight, Roman Reigns retains.
We thought it was over. The Claymore. McIntyre to climb to the top of the mountain. And then the official was pulled out of the ring by a man who would reveal himself to be yet another member of the bloodline. The youngest brother of the tag team champions, the Usos. Roman Reigns' cousin, Solo Sikoa. And off that, the spear by Roman Reigns to retain his title. 734 days and counting for the undisputed WWE Universal Champion.
Tonight, Roman Reigns defiantly crossed enemy lines and won the war for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. United Kingdom, acknowledge him.
60, wait a minute. Tyson Fury. Respect. Tyson Fury, the lineal heavyweight champion of the world.
From one great champion to another, period. Respect.